Alright, let's talk about something that's got the crypto world buzzing. Interest rate cuts. You might be wondering, what do those Fed announcements have to do with Bitcoin, Ethereum, your favorite altcoin? Here's the deal. When the Fed cuts rates, borrowing money gets cheaper. That means people and businesses can get loans for less, and there's more cash sloshing around the system. And where does some of that extra liquidity go? Riskier assets, like crypto. So, rate cuts can be like rocket fuel for the crypto market. But that's not all. Lower rates also mean the returns on safe stuff aren't as attractive. Bonds, savings accounts. If you can't make much parking your cash in a bank, you might start looking elsewhere for bigger gains. Crypto starts to look pretty tempting. Now let's talk about the US dollar. When rates drop, the dollar can weaken, or at least its real return goes down. For global investors, that makes holding dollars less appealing. Bitcoin ETH, especially if they're seen as digital gold, get a boost. Lower rates also turn up the dial on risk appetite. Investors who've been sitting on the sidelines might jump back in. Bitcoin altcoins, smaller projects catch fire. It's like a chain reaction, and here's a big one: psychology. Sometimes it's not even about the cut itself, but what the Fed says about the future. If they hint that more cuts are coming or that they're confident about beating inflation, markets can rally even before anything actually happens. But, there's always a but, rate cuts aren't a magic switch for bull markets. If economic signals are mixed, if the Fed looks nervous, that can spook investors. Sometimes, when everyone expects a cut, the market sells the news when it finally arrives. Bitcoin, Ethereum usually move first, while altcoins can lag behind until the mood really turns risk on. Plus, any surprise, like inflation jumping a big geopolitical event, new regulations, can throw everything off. So, is this the start of a new bull run or alt season? The signs are promising. Odds of a cut are high, liquidity's improving, sentiment is on the upswing. But it's not a done deal yet. The groundwork is being laid, but confirmation takes time. Actual cuts, positive Fed guidance, stable macro data. If I were you, I'd keep an eye on the Fed's dot plot watch for the size of the next cut. See how Bitcoin reacts, see how Ethereum reacts, track whether money starts flowing into smaller altcoins. And remember, any big negative surprise can change the game fast. Stay curious, stay cautious, and keep watching the crypto market pulse.